Hi all, so this is a step-by-step run-through of the makeup look I posted onto my Instagram story the other day. I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm starting this off with some Skin Truth Soothing Moisturiser. I like this one because it's very moisturising and I have sensitive skin. Flag anything up with my psoriasis. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. I'm using it in the Cashmere colour. I'm mixing it with the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. Just applying that across the face. I like mixing the base because it gives a lighter look to the foundation. The concealer is quite a heavy concealer anyway, so this gives a bit more of a natural look. And I don't find it too heavy on my skin. I don't really feel like I'm wearing anything. So I generally tend to put a moisturiser of some sort or a base with it. Just using a foundation brush to apply it. It is a bit patchy looking right now, but I'm going to blend it out in a second. So using a fluffy brush, I can't remember what they're called, I'm blending out the foundation. Now for the eyebrows. For the eyebrows, I am using two different products. They are the Rimmel Eyebrow Pencil in Hazel and the Revlon Colorstay Brow Tint in Soft Brown. I started off by using the brush on the end of the eyebrow pencil just to comb through my eyebrows a little bit to tame them before putting product in them. This is the pencil from Rimmel. I quite like it because it's not a particularly soft pencil. You can get quite a good line with it. I'm just currently mapping out the shape of my eyebrows. They are definitely sisters and not twins. Now onto the second product, which is the Revlon Colorstay Brow Tint. I like this product just because you can create small brush strokes with it and it does give a little bit more of a natural look, but I like the colour and the density that the colour gives. Sometimes I do find that this product can be a little bit hard. As you can see, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer again just to tidy up my eyebrows and give them a little bit more shape. I'm just using a small angled brush to do this. Using the small angled brush, I will follow the line of the eyebrow underneath and at the top corner, as well as the top inner, just to kind of give a bit more structure to the eyebrow and clear up any little mistakes that I may have made. I will be using a square concealer brush to blend the concealer out so it's not as stark a contrast. I do use the angled brush to initially blend some of the concealer and then touch it up with the square concealer brush later. Now using the square concealer brush, I am blending anything that wasn't blended using the small angled brush. Right, so now onto the eyes. I am using the Rude Cosmetics, the Rude Awakening palette. I absolutely love this palette. Unfortunately, none of the colours had names on them, so I can't tell you which ones they are, but I did point out each of the colours. This palette's really nice because it's really pigmented. I'm putting the colour into the corner of each of my eyes, trying to create a nice rounded look and bringing it into the crease of my eye. So I just keep building up the colour, adjusting it, and getting the colour to be the right shape on both eyes. Now using the blending brush, I'm just blending out the edges of the colour. These eyeshadows are nice because you can blend them out and there's not a lot of issue with that. They blend very nicely and they're very buildable. So I'm just trying to create a soft edge to the makeup, giving it that nice blend so it's not too harsh. As you can see, it's going more successfully on one eye than it is the other. So I'm just using another fluffy brush to blend out the rest of the colour. Now picking a nice gold colour, I'm going to take a more structured brush and apply it to the lid. So I'm applying it into the centre, leaving more of the red at the corner, bringing it all the way to the corner of the eye. So this colour is really pigmented, so you don't have to do a whole lot with it. And using the same blending brush as before, I am just blending out the colour just so it's not as harsh a line. Now taking a lighter colour from the same palette, it is a light gold. I'm just using a square brush to apply it into the corner. Using this brush so that it does give more of a structure and a sharp line. So now to the under eyes, I'm just taking a small eyeshadow brush and applying the same red as before in the outer and inner corners of the eye. And blending a little bit into the top. So using the same gold, darker amber gold from before, just applying that into the middle of the eye, just to kind of draw it all together. Using a blending brush, I'm just blending out underneath the eye. Using a black eyeshadow, I'm just applying a little bit to the waterline and the edge of the underneath of my eye, just to darken off the look very slightly, and I'm doing something similar to the very top, so adding some black into the corner. So using a blending brush, just blending out the black at the top so it isn't too harsh. I am using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara in black here. Do you find that it does clump a little bit? So I'm just applying that to my top lashes as well as the underneath of my eyes. Doing a few coats of this just to try and get a good coverage. I didn't actually show the colours in this, or the palette unfortunately, but this is the Belle Pierre Matte Lip Palette. The colour I'm currently using is called Muddy Rose. It's a terracotta, and I'm just applying that across the lips, trying to get a nice shape. I'm now taking Black Delilah, applying that over the Muddy Rose, just because it creates a very nice purpley tint to the lipstick, which is a little bit more dramatic. Now taking a lighter colour, which is called Nude in the palette, I'm just applying that into the centre of the lip just to create some depth. And I didn't powder, but if you are to wear this out, I would powder it. I'm using the Naked Heat Urban Decay palette. I'm using Ounce just to highlight across the face. This is a really pretty colour. And you are pretty much done. Time to take the hair down and bring the look together. If you did like this video, please give it a like down below and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting more makeup videos soon.